Welcome back to another video, my love bug babies. So today we're going to talk about something pretty deep. As always on this channel, we get nice and deep and we talk about things that matter. So before we get into that though, please be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join the love bug gang. Okay? Alright, so let's dive right into this video and get an idea of what I'm talking about today. So for today, I'm talking about disappointment. What does disappointment mean for a lot of us? How can we fix disappointment? How can we go about the problem within ourselves? Because essentially that's what it is. So disappointment comes in many shapes and forms. For me, recently, I've dealt with a lot of disappointment with other people, and the problem is I expect too much from other people. That is a huge part of disappointment. That is something that creates a huge form of disappointment. If you are someone that expects something from other people or expects things in your life, and that's just how you are as a person, you expect, I suggest you kind of learn not to do that. Try to find a different way to go about thinking about things. Don't really expect anything. I know that sounds really bad, but that's what I'm training my mind to do now. Like, rather than expect, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna find out. I'm just gonna go with the flow, but I'm gonna be smart about it. That's not saying throw all of your logic out of the window, no, but be smart about your decisions. Think them through, but don't really expect anything. You can only expect something from yourself, to be honest. You can't expect anything from other people. That's just not realistic, because you're not them. You don't know how they think. You don't know how they feel. You don't know the ins and outs of their upbringing. You don't know the levels of their trauma, if there is any trauma. The list goes on. So please stop expecting anything from other people around you, because you will always be royally disappointed. That's a sure way to disappoint yourself, is to expect anything from other people. And that's not bad, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. We can't go around thinking that you can find happiness within other people and perfection within other people, because you yourself are not perfect. So that's not fair. That doesn't really make sense. I've done that for the longest time. I've always tried to be so nitpicky about the things I expect from people, because I do a lot for people. I give a lot to people. So I had this huge issue where I would expect the same in return. That's pretty out there. Like, that doesn't really make sense, because that person's not me. That person's not you. You don't want them to be you. You don't need them to be you. And it doesn't make sense to require that of them, because you can do that for yourself. You don't have to do that for them, and you don't have to expect them to do that for you. Everything that you want from other people, you can do for yourself. That's the funny part about this whole thing. That's what's hilarious about all the stress of that. You get so worked up and so disappointed, like, oh my gosh, let's say you are in a relationship and it's an anniversary or something, and you're expecting your partner to go big and do big things for you. Why can't you do that for them? Why can't you do that for yourself? Why does it have to be an expectation at all? Just be happy with what they supply. And if they don't supply anything, then that's a huge problem, yes. If they just act like it's not a big deal and it doesn't matter to them, then, well, yeah, you need to rethink a lot of things. And the levels of your relationship, whatever. I don't believe that materialistics are everything. I'm not a materialistic person. I'm more of a time kind of person. I like quality time. I like to know the person better. I like to just be with them. Having their presence matters more to me than, oh, you got me the new iPhone 11 or something like that. Like, okay, I mean, that's great you know, it's the thought that counts no matter what it is. That's amazing. I'm not counting that out. If your partner spoils you, great, that's amazing. Like, if that's how you show love, that's how you show love. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm just saying, for me, materialistics don't mean much. I mean, if it's from, you know, people that I love, then yeah, of course I'm gonna love it because I love them. It's not even that deep. Like, if I love them, I just love what they do. It doesn't really matter. But for you, be mindful of what you are thinking. Be mindful of how far those thoughts can go, because that's very self-destructive. Don't feel like just because they didn't meet your expectations, which you shouldn't have any at all, really, that you're less than, or you don't mean anything, or they don't care about you. That's not always true. Everybody loves and cares differently. Everybody represents their emotions differently. They're not like you. You can't expect them to be like you. You know, and you're gonna save yourself from disappointment by doing this. So I really hope that this video helped you guys. I know it's a bit short. I just wanted to throw that out there and not be too detailed, because it is something that takes time. It's not an overnight thing. You have to literally train yourself to think this way and to act this way. And I'm still in the process of doing that, but we can do that together. I want you to know that we can cope with disappointment together, because that's a huge thing for me. So you're not going through it alone, and I hope that that helps in some way. If you want to tell stories in the comments and let me know, like, how much people have disappointed you, the lengths they've gone to disappoint you, and whatever, like, how do you view disappointment? How do you cope with it? And you can help me too. I mean, I'm open to it. So let me know, guys, down in the comments how you feel about this video, what you thought, you know, the whole shebang. But please be sure to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. You know the drill by now. And be sure to follow the podcast and get your daily needs for mental health and self-improvement, all that good stuff. And of course, like, share, and comment down below. Leave that love, you know, help us all out. And subscribe to the Love Bug Gang. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, my love bug babies. I know your song.